Hello everyone, Menopause Meditation here. It is Wednesday, January the 22nd, and it is the feast of Saint Vincent. We continue with the Epistle to the Hebrews, chapter 7 now. King Melchizedek of Salem, priest of the Most High God, met Abraham as he was returning from defeating the kings and blessed him. And to him Abraham apportioned 1/10 of everything. That's a lot of stuff. His name in the first place means King of Righteousness. Next, he is also King of Salem, which means peace. That is, King of Peace. Without father, without mother, without genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but resembling the Son of God, he remains a priest forever. And this, of course, Christ is a priest forever according to the order of Melchizedek, right? And that's the priesthood that I share in. That I have been brought into by Christ's own calling through the ministry of the apostles, ordained in my case by Archbishop James Francis Carney, 1987. So a lot of speculation. A lot of people disagree with this, so-called modern biblical scholars, but there's also a lot of evidence from the rabbinic sources that this mysterious figure Melchizedek is in fact Shem, the son of Noah, who would be hundreds of years old by this time. But it was not uncommon for these people to live long periods of life, right? So, and it only makes sense because Abraham apportioned 1/10 of everything. So Abraham is the patriarch, and yet he submits to Melchizedek. So Melchizedek was superior to Abraham. This is pretty hard to imagine, except unless it's somebody like Shem, who is the son of Noah. So this again begins to make sense. And Melchizedek is he's a mysterious figure. It goes on to say, without father, without mother, so on and so on. Resembling the Son of God, he remains a priest forever. So again, this is the kind of the background, if you will, or the theology of Christ's priesthood, that he is a priest like Melchizedek forever. Christ's priesthood doesn't begin, doesn't end. It's a priesthood forever, as is the priesthood that I have. I will came into existence. I will go out of existence in this world, but the priesthood that I have remains forever. And that's something that all of us are truly blessed with, because, as I've said to many people, I need the priest as well. I need the priest to go to confession. I will need the priest to give me viaticum. God willing, God permits me to have that before I die. I need the priest to anoint me, and so on. So I needed the priest to baptize me. So it's the priest, it's the priesthood. I'm just occupying the priesthood, if you will, while I am here in this world. So over to the Gospel of Mark, chapter 3. The Pharisees watched Jesus to see whether he would cure on the Sabbath so that they might accuse him. So they're not interested in seeing if Jesus, is the Son of God. He is picky. I mean, they're so narrow-minded. They're so calcified in their thinking. It's truly sad. Even after all these years of reading it, I still get amazed by the fact that they completely, utterly, absolutely missed the point that he cured the man. Jesus looked around, he poses the question, he gives them the opportunity to at least come out of their echo chamber, and they refused to do it. They were silent. And then Jesus looked around them with anger. He was angry at them because they were arrogant. That's why. Not because they were, as we would say, dumb, but they were arrogant, right? They refused to open themselves up to the inescapable conclusion that it's proper to do good on the Sabbath. He was grieved at their hardness of heart and said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." So our Lord was not in any way intimidated by these so-called men of authority. He was not in any way motivated to sort of hide his identity. He did not reveal the full reality of his identity because it wasn't his time to actually endure his passion and death. But when it was his time, then everything was revealed. He made it very clear. So you don't always have to say the truth all the time. You just are not supposed to lie, right? Sometimes you say nothing, or you say things in such a way that it could be interpreted perhaps in two different ways, but you don't lie. That's the important thing. So we can ask Jesus to help us be men and women of integrity, never to lie. But it doesn't mean you always have to say something. Sometimes what you may need to say is none of your business, or you simply say nothing, you refuse to answer, or you change the topic. But learn from Jesus' example. God bless you.